Here we go. I'm gonna start with my mic first, and then I'll bring you guys in. So I'll point to you guys when your mic one. All right, bring this down. Hello, hello, hello. You are listening to WHIP Radio Philly's #1 college radio station. I'm your host, Eazy-E, and my two guests in here with me tonight.
You got big again by any means. North side of Philly, living legends.
I go by SK, North Philly.
Let's get some Instagram handles. Where can we see you guys on social media?
You can follow me on Instagram at livinglegend267. You can follow me on Twitter at NorthsideBam, NorthsideBAM. SoundCloud, BAM by any means, 215. You can search me on all digital platforms.
And you can find me on all my social medias at Solo Savage KEIM. You can find me on all my music social medias at Solo KEIM or Solo Savage KEIM. Let's get it, SK.
All right, now we got that out of the way. We'll just start off with the basics. We're gonna start off with what the your names really mean to you guys, because the name is the whole, I guess, face of the artist, right?
Yeah.
So, SK, what's your?
So for me, SK. Well, first at one point when I was in high school, my Facebook name. This when I was on Facebook. My Facebook name was Savage King, and I used to have a lot of people. Like, I guess I had buzz or whatever. I used to have a lot of people come up to me like, you such and such from Facebook. Yeah, you got me. I was like, I just always knew what I do gotta mean more than something. So my name was gonna be an acronym. So I was like, alright. So I looked at my Facebook page. I was like, Savage King. Alright, I'm gonna just do SK like that. And then and now it's like, now it's not just Savage King. It's like you either get Solo King or you get Savage King. But overall, it's SK. It's like different personas. You know what I'm saying?
All right, that makes sense. Yeah, I like that. I like how you got the whole, the Solo and then the Savage.
Exactly.
That's cool. All right, what about you?
Mine's just like a mentality.
Mm-hmm.
I got the name Ben from. It was really like at a basketball. Like, I was at Tiffin Alumni Park, and I was playing with all old heads, and I was the smallest one on the court. And the old head was basically torturing his teammate, like, yo, you got a young boy, you mean, like, really smoke you right now, and he was calling me Bam Bam, and it kind of stuck with me a little bit, and everybody in the park was calling me that, so when I got older, I kind of, like he said, like, gave it a meaning, like, with an acronym, like, because it's just so simple, you get what I'm saying, and then just to, like, separate myself from even the character or that for my mentality, because we want that, we want to chase the music lifestyle by any means, we want to chase the money by any means, the females, whatever it is, you know what I'm saying, it's a type of mentality to get something, and I feel like I represent that.
So you turned something that was given to you guys at first and then made a lifestyle.
Yeah.
Some lifestyle of yours is music. And you breathe it every day. People are dropping new music. You guys are dropping new music. But I want to hear kind of where it all began with like your first tracks or how you guys first started getting into music. Okay. Then what was that like for you?
Honestly, I started with basketball, so it's another basketball situation. My brother Thomas is locked up right now. He used to drive us to LA Fitness all the time just to work out, and he would freestyle the instrumentals all the time.
Oh, really?
And he noticed that I was good at it, so he used to always do it. And I didn't realize till later on, like, that's what he was doing. Like, he noticed that I was okay. So I guess that made me stick to music more. And I don't know, I just fell into it after that. That's honestly, cool. After I noticed that I could do it, and people was telling me, yo, you should, take it more serious. And that's
so
what it was.
That encouragement really helped you.
Yeah, for sure. Unconsciously, like, I didn't even know. He knew it from the rip. He was one of my influences. All of my brothers, awesome, they played Styles P, Jeezy, all of them around that time. So I grew up with that, and then I don't know. I guess he just realized it, and then it helped.
And he kind of pushed you on the way. And what about you? That's
good. For me, man, I don't know. I feel like it was always in me. Like, well, growing up, when I was real young, my pop used to
TC.
Rap, but he wasn't the reason that I wanted to rap. He was like the first influence. When I first knew I wanted to rap, I used to watch 50. Like, when I used to always have these DVDs like Beef 3, all types of whatever 50 was on, I wanted to watch it, you know what I'm saying? And I used to see the way the crowd always reacted to him. I just wanted that. So I remember my first rap. I was 8 years old. I was in the shower. Some little nutty joint. I remember the lyrics a little bit, but just rhyming words or whatever. But when I first actually decided to take it serious. At first, I was like a little nervous because I was like, ain't nobody going really rock when we did it or whatever.
Yeah.
So, but when I first, back in February 2016, when I first started taking it serious, I was just, I remember I was rehearsing, I was freestyling to one of the chorus songs, Pound Upside Down Cake Part 2.
Okay.
And I made my own version of it because I had shorties too, so I was like, all right, let me make my own version of it. But I wasn't really taking it serious until me and a couple of my old homies at the time, we was like just bidding off each other. We kept dissing each other in raps and throwing it on Facebook, and we was all going at it with each other. I'm like, yo, I'm about to really take this serious. I was just talking about, I'm like, I'm about to find a studio. So like,
that's cool.
I guess within the next couple of weeks or whatever, I found some shorty sent me the studio is this joint in the basement by this first engineer I ever met. His name Juice Bartelli from out West Philly.
Yeah.
But he was the first person I ever recorded my first 2 tracks. It was Meek Mill Check Freestyle and Meek Mill Monster Freestyle.
That beat was crazy.
Yeah, I did freestyles with those, and ever since then I just hit the ground running, working my way up.
That's good. So both of you guys have seemed to start rap as like a game, not as much as a game, but just something you didn't realize, but then it became something that you needed to do.
Yeah, like everything I do is for my music. Like the only reason I'm working at a job is to hit the studio, get paid, and hit the studio. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel like when I realized the money, how they made the money and the much money that was into it, that's when it was like, all right, it's a go. Yeah. Instead of doing the stuff that we trying to do to get money, I feel like that was, and then I was good at it, so it was, I don't know. It was kind of like, there's no comparing it. It was, you know what I mean? It's like, we got to do this. Yeah. From the rip.
It ain't something you could just play with. I mean, some people do make it off of just building or whatever, or playing games, but if you really want certain things, like if you got goals for yourself, you don't really play with it, you take it serious. So, you know what I mean? Everything I do is for my music.
That's good. And now, so, we've definitely established that music is your passion, what you guys are loving to do, and there's obviously so many social media influencers, celebrities. You guys know all of them. What's it like? Do you guys have any celebrities that you look up to, or?
I got a lot, man. I ain't even gonna hold you.
All right, let's hear it.
50 was always my number one. As I grew my mind, though, it became Jay-Z, you know, Nipsey Hussle. This is way before he passed. This ain't no after he died. I just started looking him up. I've been following Nipsey. At first, I was attracted to his interviews first. Like in 2017, that's when a friend of mine introduced me to his music, and then I just started watching his interviews. Then when he put his pre-release or his pre-sale, whatever, however you get the when you pre-order the music, he put his pre-order joint out on my birthday in 2017. Then he dropped it in 2018. But I got a lot. Like I remember riding in the car. My mom, my aunt would always play DMX, Eminem. My older cousins, they put me on Meek. At first, I wasn't rocking with Meek when he was doing the battle rap. I didn't really care about battle rap. It was always about songs to me. I always liked songs. So then when he made Rosé's Red, that was like, all right, now he's one of them. It's just a lot. I could go down a long list of people. You know what I'm saying? The influences I got.
How about you, Ben?
Meek for sure. My first neighborhood was 23rd and Ridge. So Meek was the guy, like even before he even blew up, before Flamers, and I remember even going to this camp at this church on Cecil B. Like my mom put me in this camp right there, and we used to walk to the park, and I just remember hearing Flamers like just go crazy. Every single car playing it, and it was the impact was like I realized that as a kid, like wow, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? And after that, I got older. I saw him at 10th and Island. He performed at 10th and Island one time. Like I remember he had purple Burberry shirt on, the Gucci belt, the tan Gucci belt with some purple Air Maxes. Like I remember that shit vividly. My fault. I remember it vividly, but it's like him. Even before I started rapping, my man used to be with Quilly. I'm in one of Quilly videos. I forgot which one it's called. Yeah, like I was around the music scene a lot. Like I knew Young Bob before that. It was a lot of stuff that influenced me to do music. Yeah. Like just because I'm from Philly and where I was from. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And my influences for real is not really outside of the city. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's really them. It's really Quilly. It's really Phil. It's really Meek. Even from the old people, the NH, not the old. You know what I mean? But the real spitters. Yeah. All of them, like the battle rap days, like you said, all of the DVDs, like we tapped into them on YouTube. Like we really if you want to keep it a stack, bro, really the reason battle rap popping right now, like because of the DVD era.
It's been the goat. Like if you go look up the whole videos, Philly always came out on top. Now everybody know that in the music industry, Philly is the home of the spitters. That's why our meet spot is solidified. Like, we got other popping artists, Candy Rock, Uzi, and all them, but as far as like the like. What Philly represents, that's why Meek got it, because he came up from being a spitter, and he turned it to a career with music. You know what I'm saying?
Important. So it brings me to the question of, what is your message that you like to? I would like to ask this to both of you guys. What is the message you guys like to deliver in music? What do you want your listeners to feel when they're listening to you?
Okay, my message, man. I feel like in my city, you know what I'm saying? But it's not all about that. That's just where I came from. That's my personal story. What I want people to understand is that, especially as black people, or as people as a whole, not even just black people, if we stop all that hate and all that just nuttiness, you know what I'm saying? We can do a whole lot more than like two minds is better than one, you know what I'm saying? We can do a whole lot. We could all elevate, you know what I'm saying? We could motivate and elevate, you know what I'm saying? We could really get it. We can really get it and move up. It don't got to be no ghettos in the world. It don't got to be no poverty in the world. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to be no activist or nothing, but I just want people to have the knowledge of it. You know what I'm saying? So
that could be possible.
Yeah, so I guess my overall message is like for people to get that knowledge of what things could be, good or bad. Just get the knowledge of it. You know what I'm saying?
Have the drive to get that by any means necessary.
You see how that shit keep popping up my phone, but I know I gotta keep it censored. But yeah, the same thing. The good and evil thing, honestly. Like, I have Laugh Now, Cry Later tatted on my forearms just as a reminder for myself. It's basically like that. The message is, all right, I'm going to tell you, like he said, we're not going to glorify it, but we're going to talk about it. But then at the same time, we're going to tell you, all right, if you do this how it's going to end. This is going to be the end result. It might look good, or it might go good for this run. You might have this little run, and then it's going to smack you right in the head, and then you're going to be done, and you're not going to know what to do. So if you got to prepare, we telling you to prepare for that, or just don't do it at all, because this will happen. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's my main message, honestly.
Okay. So now, as you guys are doing your best to convey your message in your music, spreading positivity, making the world a better place, and kind of highlighting the issues that's going on in the city, what has it been like being an artist in Philadelphia and performing? What have performances been like? What has been promoting your music been like? The struggles, the success? Let me know.
Man, I was just texting somebody. DJ Dior was posting something about a showcase and promo packaging, and I was texting a person like, this can't really help me from the numbers and then what they was offering. But I was like, when I got that one radio hit, then this could probably help me in that one section. Because I feel like I do all my promotion. Like, I met you through just trying to follow. You get what I'm saying? Through messaging and networking. And even to promote your own music is kind of a struggle, honestly, before the buzz and before you build your fan base. And that's really what I'm focused on right now, because that's the main struggle, honestly. But when that's what's keeping me to keep releasing music, because that's my only motivation right now, because it's not the money yet. It's not the buzz yet. It's just me, certain small people reacting to the music.
It's just the music.
So it's definitely a struggle for promotion.
We definitely gonna have to link in.
Oh yeah, for sure, bro.
But I agree 100%. Like the as far as promoting music, like that is the hardest struggle. Like I'm telling you, when it's like, yo, the same way I met you, same way seeing my name on a flyer and all that. A lot of stuff I was doing is like I'm promoting myself. Like, I do got family that really rock with me and really support me, but when I say I'm only one that's going, if I send it to 100 people, maybe only 10 people, maybe only 10 people like, you know what I'm saying? It's like you gotta. The hardest part is getting your music heard. Like, you gotta get your music heard, and I agree 100%. My sister been sending me that same information with DJ Dior. No disrespect to her, not to be talking down on her situation, what she got going on, but it's like,
if we had the bag, we'll probably do that. Do it like it's nothing, but it's like
I do it just to
right
support.
now.
You know what I'm saying? Just to support some Philly. You know what I'm saying? Situation. But my thing is, I didn't been through the state. going to do this, and I've been through that stage already. I can't. It's more detrimental to me. I need to be paid for my services now. Now, I'm not saying I'm the best artist and I got all this heat. I do got all this heat, but I'm not saying I got heat that everybody want to hear right now. They gonna catch on when they catch on when it's supposed to happen. But you know what I'm saying, I done been through the stage where I paid for performances, and it's not the way they make it seem on social media. It's not really like that. Like you gotta it's just a lot of favoritism. Like I remember my first show, it was no point in even doing that show. It was like a competition where whoever got the best crowd reaction, you win, you get.
Where was it, the lounge?
Money. I don't remember where it was. That was somewhere out uptown. But it was like you get a certain amount of money or something and all this. But the DJ and all these other people behind the scenes already knew who they was gonna pick. When it wasn't even about the crowd, you know what I'm saying? So those type situations is no point in even wasting your time. You know what I'm saying? Get up, grind. I feel like, especially if you pay attention, a lot of these people that's popping, you just need to make a hot song that's really going really vibe. I'm not saying chase that hot song, but make what is real for you. Make that authentic music, and when they catch on, and that's all you need to do. You know what I'm saying? It ain't about paying for this and paying for that. You're gonna get what you pay for. If you pay $20 to get in and perform,
it's two options. It's two options, bro. You either make that crazy hit that go crazy that you could send to DJ Dior, and then we could. And that's any person. Like anybody could do it now. It don't matter what your background is. It don't matter what it was. Like anybody could do it. So you either make the hit, or you just organically build your fan base one by one. Every show, interact with the crowd. Whoever come up, people will randomly like. That's the only two options for independent.
I've been the only one figuring out things for myself. Like I do be thinking like, yo, I need a manager, but until I get a manager, I'm the only. I figured out. I had to figure out on my own how to get my music on Apple Music, on SoundCloud. It's on Tidal, Spotify, it's on all streaming platforms and all that. Featuring my man Bless Watson, shout out to him. He doing his thing too. But my thing is I gotta get more visuals out. I got 2 visuals on my YouTube channel right now. I gotta get more visuals out and really be pushing those visuals. Like I really one thing I always notice about myself, I'm more attracted to songs where I can see the video. You know what I'm saying? When I see the visuals, that's when I really want to go see this. I don't care about seeing the audio all the time. You know what I'm saying? I want to see the visuals, so I really gotta get more visuals out and push them out. And I got a nice little connect with my little videographer right now too.
Awesome. Yeah. So we're definitely gonna be seeing some new SK content.
We got that Pleasure video coming real soon too. It's SK Pleasure featuring Bless Watson on all streaming platforms: YouTube, Tidal, Spotify, Apple Music. All them joints, Deezer, you know what I'm saying? Instagram, Facebook, all that.
Wow.
Yeah, Deezer pay the most money. One of the most money from the platform now. You know they pay like 0.07 cent. Like they
get a certain amount of views.
The shares and royalties on the platforms, bro, it's about a penny, like fractions of pennies, bro.
Fractions. So you gotta get a couple views to get $1, bro.
Wow. But I mean, I guess that's the that's expected. That's the game.
That's part of the footwork. You know what I'm saying? It's part of the struggle, part of the hustle.
All right. Well, so now we are going to begin wrapping up the show. First, I'm going to ask you guys what are some last remarks you'd like to give out to our listeners.
You're gonna really rock with it, you're gonna bang with it, because it's all real. It's all nothing I rap about is fake. Nothing, no fraudulent in me. You know what I'm saying? I don't speak nothing. I rap about my real life. Anything you hear me rap about is real life. It's not no fake, no nothing. You know what I'm saying? Whatever I've been through, I don't talk about other people's lifestyles. You know, I got homies, I got friends, family, whoever that I can talk about. Maybe in the future when I decide to tell their story. But until people get to really know me, they're gonna continue to listen to my story.
All right. So what I've been getting from this whole great, by the way, thank you guys so much for being here with me tonight. But what I've gotten from this interview is that music isn't something you guys chose to do. It's something, I guess, almost that chose you. And in making this music, you are trying to be a voice for not only the people, the city, just yourself, trying to emulate your message and letting everyone know how you feel.
For sure, bro.
So now I'm going to ask you guys to hit us again with the socials and
shout out to my dog.
Any more shout outs?
Let me shout out my guys down EA all day CDG. You know what I'm saying? Shout out my guys down in ERIK. Shout out my folks, my family, my loved ones, all of them. I ain't saying everybody's names, but they know who they is. They know who I'm rocking. Shout out my brothers that ain't my brothers, but they from other mothers. You know what I'm saying? Shout out the whole SK family, the whole everybody that ever supported me, my family in and out the state. You know what I mean? Anybody that's really rocking with me, you know who you are. You know how I rock with you. You got my line, hit my line. You know, at any time. I go by SK. That's my thing right there. That's my little
hook.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I go by SK. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, whatever social media you got. Either Solo KEIM or Solo Savage KEIM. No underscores, no none of that. Solo Savage KEIM. All my music platforms is Solo KEIM. You know what I mean? Hit me up.
Alright.
Do your thing. I interact with everybody.
Yeah, and let's end it off, man. My name B.A.M. by any means. Follow me at Northside Bam on Twitter, on Instagram at LivingLegend267. Stream my music on all platforms. Red Caps and Dog Food Volume 1 is out now on AUDIOMACK. Go to my bio on Instagram or Twitter. Honestly, though, I want to say free my dog, free Quaddy, free Miz. I wish I was here. Long live Pablo. Shout out my dog, Wop. Shout out Ashley. Shout out everybody on my live right now. Shout out to ERIK. Shout out to TU for letting us be here, man.
That's right.
That's really it for real, man. I appreciate it, bro.
Yeah, it's been. I've had a great show, and I know our listeners have also had a great time. We have some Tupac in the background, as we've been hinting about throughout the show. That's right. So we are gonna finish the show with the OG, as we can say. But again, you guys can follow me at DSM_ERIK. That's DSM ERIK. You are listening to WHIP, Philly's #1 college radio station. I'm your host, Easy E. This has been the first edition of Philly 60. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. But for that, we'll end it. Have a great night.
You already know.
Appreciate you, bro. Shit, my nigga.
You guys like it?
Yeah, it was. I'm motivated, bro. I'm about to try to book some more, bro.
Yeah. We gotta do this again.
Definitely.
This worked really well.
Whenever you know, do let me.
Yeah. We'll get the freestyles going on next.
Yeah, I'm gonna have something for you next time.
All right.